In this video, I'll show you how you can start customizing your lessons and activities. So you can see here, I have my unit generated. This is on Earth Day and Math Celebration, and I have my unit overview and unit objective already generated. This is just for the teachers to see. I have all that context that I added into the lesson builder, and here's the one lesson that I generated. This lesson is called Nature Numbers Adventure. The next step would be to add in any BaxterBot instructions if you'd like him to communicate a certain way with students. For my example, I wrote, share a fun fact about Earth Day when starting a conversation with students, but you can customize him however you would like. Next is keywords. These are automatically generated for you, which is an accommodation provided to certain students based on their student profile, and you can easily add or delete any of these words. Next would be to add in any lesson activities. You can add them in manually or generate them with AI. For this lesson, I'm going to select Bellwork question and then a math problem solving task. You can see it quickly generates those activity ideas for me, and then you would go in and start customizing. So I'm going to start customizing this Bellwork activity. You can see it has the activity name created for me, and then I would need to add in student instructions. Here we have all of these tools for you to use, including adding in images or links or math functions. You can also upload files here for students to access. You can also ask PAWfessor Bruce for help with creating any student instructions. But for this Bellwork activity, I just need students to answer some questions. So I'll say, answer the questions below. And then I would need to add in those questions, either manually or with AI. So I'm going to click multiple choice. I'm going to say I want them to answer 4 multiple choice questions. And you'll see it will quickly generate those questions, give the different answers, mark which one is correct. Here we have all those tools available for you, both in the questions and the answer part. And the default point value is going to be 1 point per question, but this can easily be changed. So maybe I want this one to be 2 points. I'll click save. And then you can see all of those questions, the point value, and then the total point value. This is also visible to students. So if I preview this, you can see that I have those questions ready for them with those point values. You would go in and go back to your activities and do the same process to complete your lesson. So now let me show you the completed lesson that I have my 3 activities done. So I have that Bellwork activity where we added in those multiple choice questions. Then I had a scavenger hunt activity. You can see that you can have a mixture of both computer-based or in-person activities that are hands-on, but that also have support through the platform. So we have our instructions here, and then they have to respond to 1 free response question. And then lastly, we have a graph where students will be graphing what they find in their scavenger hunt. I included an example image too of what they should be doing, and this they'll be completing on paper. So now that we have our lesson all planned, I'll show you how you can launch this to students.